Alright, so the first riff that we did started on the second string. Well, let me give you the whole scale first. First is the G minor pentatonic scale, which is 3 on the 6th string, moving on to the 5th string, 1, 3. 2 middle strings are open 3, open 3. Last 2 strings are 1, 3s. If I wanted to turn this into a jazz scale, I'd have to add a couple notes. 3, 1, 3, sharp 3. So it goes to the 4th fret. Here's the 4 tone, 5 tone, sharp 5, just like the sharp 3 tone was. Followed by open G. Then it's just open 3 on that string, followed by open 1, 2, 3, open 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, it doesn't have an open, just the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's your full jazz scale. Well, we use part of that jazz scale for the first riff. It starts on the 2nd string and goes 2, 3 on the 2nd string, followed by a 1. It's really important that the 1 stays down. And now the 3 goes down, it's important that the 3 stays down. Because we want this note to continue to ring out as we're playing this note. Second riff that we did started on this G tone, followed by F sharp, F, G, D, back to F. So the fingers would be 3, 2, 1, 2nd string 3, back to 1. So when we do that, we make sure our first finger stays down, and the 3rd finger stays down, because it's the next note I play. Followed by the 2nd string 2, 1, followed by a 3rd string. Goes from a 3 goes to a 4, but all with a 3, followed by open G. Okay. The other thing we talked about was home bass. That means these 2 middle strings and their open 3s. But when I do it on more of an electric guitar, I want to make sure that these notes are bent before I pull them up. So every time I touch them, they're going to be bent at least a little bit. And part of that jazz scale kind of comes into play where we start to. This is not part of my jazz scale. It's a sharp 3, which is part of my melodic minor scale. So, but I'm including it anyway. So now I have a 9-note scale. Once I'm doing my riffs, we didn't learn that one yet, but what we did learn is part of your jazz scale, just as I did before. I'm just switching to 3rd position, and I'm using my jazz note as a bend or a hammer-on, I'm sorry. Well, the first fingers are going to be pulled off, and the second fingers are going to be hammered on. little pattern was, so it's down, hammer, down, 5. Then I did a bend on this A sharp tone, followed by open G. B flat if you want to call it. Okay. So all my riffs are we decided to, instead of using this G tone, we used this G tone so that we could do a vibrato on it.